Hey Peter, so what are we doing tonight?
So tonight we're going with Bailey. Some guy. Just met him today, but we're all gonna try to go in camp out in the middle of the woods. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
And where are we going, Bailey?
We're going to Hammond Pond.
I think my goal right now in life is to just always pick experiences that are gonna be life-changing. I'm Bailey Galvin-Scott. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Florham Park, New Jersey, and I go to Emerson College to study visual media arts.
So a couple years ago, I think it was sophomore year, I had the idea, just out of the blue, to leave my suite and just camp on the Esplanade. And it was the middle of winter, so the reeds were really high by the river, and I just went into the reeds and fell asleep there that night. I think I was fed up by something urban, and just slept there that night. And so that's kind of what got the spark going for my idea this year, which was to basically camp in the woods for the semester, not have like a static apartment or something like that, just kind of live out of my backpack and go wherever I wanted to.
Bailey, you want to explain where we're at right now?
So we're in no man's land right now. The woods, the entrance to the woods are right up there. And this is probably the most stressful part of this whole thing, walking this little bit to the woods. Because if the mall cop comes or the cop comes and there are no cars here, you can't just pretend you're going to that car. It's pretty obvious. So if he does come, I usually just beeline to this thing, or taking a couple iPhone pictures.
Exactly.
Over there. But past this, it's even right now, it's pretty obvious we're going into the woods. Down this path, we usually do it without a light.
This time we need a light because we have a lot of equipment. Check it.
It's a huge rock.
Whoa. How are you feeling?
Great.
You nervous?
No, I'm not scared.
You cold?
Not even.
Good.
Yeah, so this summer it was sort of the start of just looking for an adventure really in any aspect of life. So I went on a lot of adventures, I'd say, but I think the coolest and most transformative adventure was probably doing the lawn trail. Probably a life-changing experience because you basically lived out of your backpack for about a month, maybe a little less than a month, just hiking through the woods 20 miles a day, camping in shelters, or if you couldn't make a shelter, camping just in the woods. It kind of taught me to be okay with the now and be okay with sort of whatever happens, good or bad.
So what happened?
Well, oh man. I mean, it's bananas.
So the bananas leaked?
The bananas leaked.
That can't be though. Is it?
It's gross.
Is it the bananas?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm glad it's not the blueberries. I wanted those.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Bananas, no good.
So you never told us not to bring bananas on this trip, right?
Tonight it's supposed to be 38 or something, which isn't terrible. It's been in the 20s. It's probably not the grandest spot, but it's definitely my favorite because it's really easy to get to. I mean, there's a little bit of everything. There's some rock climbing, on the big rocks over there. Yeah, so usually just because of moonlight, or literally because we're in near a city and the light pollution sort of lights the place up. I don't use a flashlight. I just sort of follow the trail, and then at a certain point on the trail, there's a boulder, and at the boulder, that means turn left. So this is the boulder. To many, it might not look like much, but to me, it's the geographical road sign for when to go off trail. So right at this boulder, you take a left into the woods to my favorite spot. And 30, 40 feet later, you're right here. So yeah, right here, this flat spot right here is where I have camped / lived the past 2 months, 2.5 months. It's nice and flat without any rocks, which is the biggest thing. It's really hard to find a spot here that's flat without any bumps for comfort, and also so your air mattress doesn't pop. Well, it's also got, when the leaves were on the trees, this like protected me from a lot of the heavier rain, so you didn't get like the full force of a storm. This is my sleeping pad. This is my tent. And this is my sleeping bag. So that's really like, that's the bulk of the backpack. Well, the first thing I'd start with is just like clearing all the shit, you know, all the stuff that would potentially be uncomfortable. The leaves are nice because the leaves are actually insulation. This is the only pole. And so when they say one person, this is very much a one person tent. Comfy once you get in. It's kind of a pain to get in and out. And like if you have to pee, you know, like pee before you get in it. Mom, this is home. This is my pad. It takes a couple minutes. Yeah, this is usually happening at midnight and I'm super tired, and like I know since I'm right next to the trail I have to get up at like, you know, like 5:30, 5:45. If it's like raining and I wake up at 6, I'll just pack this up and pack everything up and go to school and just sleep in the library. Yeah, I have slept in Walker. I don't know if that's like allowed. I don't, you know, but overnight. Walker 2, it's the big screening room. You just put the screen down, you watch a movie. The maintenance guys come in at like 11 and 3, but they don't care. Because these aren't used for comfort. This is insulation, because the ground's really cold. I do have a neighbor. I've never met him. I know where his tent is. It's very well hidden, more well hidden than mine. And he doesn't use any sort of camouflage. It's just perfectly hidden under an evergreen. I'd say he's probably 200 yards that way. Take my shoes off because it's important to keep your place nice and tidy. And then I get in. Sometimes I sleep naked if it's really warm. And then the order of shit goes, shoes go in, then pillow goes in, and then backpack kind of goes in. And then I'm ready in here. And then I zip it up and I'm totally waterproof and comfy. And there we go, this is home. And then I inflate my pillow. And then I watch Netflix. This is Netflix and chill. You know, if a girl wants to try and squeeze in here with me, I found the right one.
My initial thoughts when Bailey started kind of showing us everything, I was just like, holy shit. I mean, you're kind of fucking crazy. Because I mean, I couldn't imagine, like, you know, my commute home is 20 minutes. It's kind of cool to see a personality that's kind of able to, you know, to tackle such a rigorous program and come home and figure out where he wants to sleep and do it all again the next day. I think it's really cool.
I mean, we kind of have the luxury to have that nice tent behind you.
Yeah, I know. This is our tent. Inside is where the luxury starts happening. I mean, this is like Pimp My Criz. No, this is our great. We've got a TV that like slides down from there. There's heaters up here. Full party light. Sorry, Bailey. You got to sleep in your own tent.
I was not expecting this. It's definitely been an experience so far. It's really cool. It's definitely eye-opening, seeing what Bailey does most nights of the week and what he's been doing for the past 2-3 months. And it's just like, I guess, like being out here alone. That's another thing that I kind of was thinking, like, I don't know if I could do that.
We do. We have class tomorrow at 10 a.m. We were in class today, and this is just a regular school night for everybody else. And I guess it's also a regular school night for us. It's just like kind of different, kind of adventure-y. It's really cool. I mean, I don't know if I would have the courage to do it every single night. Also, like, I really don't get how, Bailey, you don't freeze to death because, like, I'm freezing to death. Or not death, but almost.
It sort of ties back to the beginning of this, whereas, like, this started as, like, a challenge, as, like, something cool, and it slowly transformed more into just sort of a lifestyle. And now it's I guess when people find out, they're still a little shocked or concerned or interested or something like that. But to me now, it's just the daily routine, and I think that's true with any routine. Whereas, you know, you do it for long enough, you become familiar with it, you become comfortable doing it. And that's what happened here. Yeah. So for the future, I'm glad this sort of became a lifestyle, and I can I know like I can more or less live pretty simply. It's a hard balance between wanting to sort of try and make it in Hollywood or get some sort of high profile job or internship or something like that, and just, you know, being outside and experiencing nature and traveling and sort of living like a free dirtbag sort of lifestyle. It's the same balance I feel like I'm gonna try and play with out in LA and in the future, whereas do I want to work on sets or do I want to just sort of experience the world a little bit more before you're sort of locked down into something that you're passionate about, but something that might keep you from doing other things in the future. I think I'll probably go more towards the freedom route first. I think there's time. There's always time to do some crazy stuff.
That wasn't the shot. That wasn't the shot.